Zach LaVine splitting the defenders, goes in for a strong layup. That quick first step.
Hey, look, this is an 11-point game suddenly, and it's happened on the defensive end. Not a big surprise.
Well, you got guys out there on the floor now that are, they want to play minutes. I mean, you've got, Denzel Valentine, who hasn't played all year, is trying to make an impression on coach. You got Adam Makoko out there who had a nice little run the other night against Atlanta defensively.
Chandler Hutchison on.
And Archie's been solid at the point guard spot as well. So now it's just coming in and just playing hard. These guys they're playing for minutes.
Holiday dips it down low. That's a goaltend.
Well, you see, that was a quick back cut by T.J. Warren. I mean, watch his back cut. He just reels off. And that's where the young player right there, Gafford, Gafford's got to be on the other side of that screen so he can run right into Warren and make him have to not get that pass, make his man have to make a decision, either dribble, weave, or shoot it.
Gafford comes up to screen for Valentine, and Denzel missed the three.
Denzel's coming, giving him some spark off the bench as well. He's got 11 points, 4 or 6 from the field.
Step back in the corner, and that's filthy for Oladipo.
You can tell he's got his legs back underneath him. It's just going to be a matter of time before he gets back into his all-star caliber form.
A lot of talk about whether or not he'll be here at the end of the year, and some discussion about whether or not he wants to. For now, he's a very dangerous presence for Indiana as Arch misses the three, and it looks like the SS comeback may have left the port now, although the Bulls did a great job coming back to within 11 into that timeout to force Indiana to put those starters back on the floor.
Yep. That screen right there set by Miles.
Gets it back off the screen and missed the jump shot. Makoko. No. All right, so 2 and change left in this game. Billy Donovan over on the bench trying to figure out what combinations work best, it seems like.
Just giving guys opportunities. I mean, they deserve to get out here and play too. I mean, the guys that started the game didn't have it tonight. They didn't have it against Atlanta, and they're going to have to start making some decisions when they come out in this game. You cannot, give up these big runs to teams. You've got to make stands defensively. It's not the offense. I mean, they can score. You can see they can score anytime. Zach LaVine's one of the best scorers in the game, but it comes down to wanting to play defense, understanding your defensive principles, where your help is. But again, these are habits that are going to have to be broken. It's not going to be broken overnight. It's going to be a gradual improvement. And sometimes, JB, it's like you might have to sit some guys to get your point across a little bit so they can understand, like, hey, listen, you just can't keep giving up direct line principles to the basket. You got to stay in front of the offensive player and then rely on your help when you need it, not just give up and just think help's supposed to be there.
Yeah, you talk about piecing together defensive stands, and Indiana put together the mortal blow tonight on a 20-0 run. That was the end of the line.
Well, a new coach, new system, and one thing you've noticed out of this Indiana team, they want to play faster than what Nate McMillan did. Now, they've always been a tough physical team. I mean, that hasn't changed. The mentality has not changed. There's a nice move from Gafford.
He'll go to the free throw line. Daniel Gafford on a second chance opportunity. Hey, Bulls fans, with Xfinity Mobile, you can save hundreds on the most reliable network nationwide. Scared to say nationwide. I thought you might sing again. Your wireless, your rules, only with Xfinity Mobile.
When you talk about points in the paint, Indiana is shooting 69% in the paint. Atlanta shot a very high percentage as well. So that's an area the Bulls are going to have to get better. Keep these teams out of the paint. Make them make some shots.
I was going to say that's not necessarily post defense as Keelan
No.
Martin scores. It's the guards getting driven by.
Yeah, it's just people being able to drive to the basket and then be able to get to the rim.
Indiana had a 20-0 run and a 14-0 run in this ball game, and the Pacers, barring a miracle in 67 seconds, will go to 2-0 after beating the Knicks in the opener. Bulls will play the Warriors tomorrow night. You'll see James Wiseman, one of the great young rookie players in the NBA.
I'm telling you, don't sleep on Golden State. I mean, they're coming in. They've gotten blown out in 2 games, but anytime you got Steph Curry on that team and the way they shoot the basketball, they're still trying to find their identity. You got Draymond Green being out with injury. And we all know about Klay Thompson, the devastating injury he had before the season started. But they still have some talent on that team.
And they're going to be mad. I mean, they've lost a couple of games now, just like the Bulls will have by the time Golden State shows up here tomorrow.
But they lost to 2 pretty good teams. I mean, you lost to one of the Eastern Conference best teams in the Milwaukee Bucks. And then you lost to, really, the Brooklyn Nets are going to be a very good team. They look like, I mean, the first 2 games I've seen, they went into Boston and beat Boston. They look like they're the real deal. But when you have 2 players like Kyrie Irving and, Kevin Durant, I mean, man. And they pass the ball, too. Everybody touches it.
The supporting cast look good, though, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's a deep team right there, as Indiana's going to take it to the rim for one more, just for good measure. Oh, boy.
Oh, Denzel got up and blocked it.
Cancel the poster, but Indiana goes to 2-0. Bulls will drop to 0-2, 125-106. Your final score, Stace.
Well, they've got to come back. Again, this is the NBA. You got another game tomorrow. Put this in the trash can and come back tomorrow ready to play.
That's the great part about the NBA. You do it again tomorrow quite often. Great to be with you. I'll see you in about a week or so.
Yes, sir.